That down, guys. Let's move on to this, shall we? As we mentioned a little bit earlier on, it is now 6 days. 6 days until Deadpool and Wolverine comes out in theaters, which I am ridiculously excited about. Obviously, everything we've been hearing about has been spectacular. How good or not good will the movie end up being? We'll find that out in a few days. That said, they put out a trailer the other day that I saw and I loved with what has been my favorite line in any of the trailers so far. When Wolverine referring to Deadpool, yeah, Disney brought him back. They're going to make him do this till he's 90. I just almost died when I heard that line. I just thought it was great. And I said, I think I'm good now. I don't know that I want to see anymore. Well, then this morning, when I see that Ryan Reynolds posted on his YouTube channel what he called Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer. And it wasn't a 1 minute thing. It was like over 2 minutes long. And he said, this is the Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer. I thought, all right, I'll watch this. It's the best trailer they put out so far. I mean, to me, it's the best trailer they put out so far because, you know, we've been talking a lot recently about, yeah, we know Deadpool's going to have the jokes and we know it's going to be funny and we know the action's going to be great, but can they, you know, move beyond just that and also have a great, like the first Deadpool did, have at its core a heartfelt story with emotion. Then we talked the other day about Kevin Feige, who put out this big statement saying this is the most heartfelt R-rated movie you're going to see, that this is actually filled with warmth and heart and emotion and all this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, all right. To back that point up, they drop this new trailer. And it starts, appropriately enough, with Wade saying, I know I make everything a joke, but then it gets serious. And I'm not going to lie to you. When X-23 comes on screen and Hugh Jackman says, I'm the wrong guy. I think that's the line he says. I'm the wrong guy. Mm-hmm. And she turns to him. Now, maybe this is just me because Logan is so special to me. The movie Logan is so special to me. But she turns to him and says, you've always been the wrong guy until you're not. I'm not going to lie. I fucking cried. I did. And then a little bit later, I went out to the living room and Anne was just getting out of a meeting. I'm like, have you seen the new Deadpool trailer yet? She's like, no, okay, sit down and watch it with me. And I play it for her and it gets to that scene again. And I start crying again. I'm like, she's back. She's all grown up now. But I just got
speaks English.
I just got and speaks English very well. Yeah. Very clean English. And I start crying. And then that scene that happened just before it, when like it's like one of the best moments I've seen from Deadpool. He's sitting in the car with Wolverine and he's holding up this picture and he says, it's just 9 people, but this is my whole world. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. He goes, it's just 9 people, but this is my whole world. And I don't know how to save it. And you do. And I felt it. I felt it. It's just so good. And so when they're building all that up and then Wolverine has that conversation, it's like a really good trailer tells its own story. It has a beginning, a middle, and the end. And so that after that moment with Daphne Keane and her saying, you've always been the wrong guy until you aren't. And then it moves on to near the end and says, you ready? He goes, yeah, I'm the Wolverine. I'm like, grrr!
Although I think that was spliced up a little bit. So I don't think
absolutely.
Because that was a different scene, but
100%.
they were selling the point.
But the trailer is telling its own story, right? And I'll tell you then whether I still don't know if that was Ray Parker or not with a little shot of Toad.
Yeah,
which was fine. That's cool to see and everything. Just little things like that.
Sort of looks like him. It's just hard to say.
But I'm just telling you. Look, there have been many movies that I've had no expectations for and ended up loving. There have been many movies, like any movie fan, that I've had big expectations for and walked out disappointed. I don't know because I haven't seen it. I don't know how Deadpool and Wolverine is going to turn out. I don't know. But it is looking like it's going to deliver everything I've wanted in this. Because I've been saying, we know Ryan Reynolds and his writers, and they're going to be super funny, and it's going to have all that. But can you also bring the heart like that the first Deadpool did? Can you bring that in while you're bringing in Hugh Jackman and not just making it novelty? And all I'm saying is, I'm not saying the movie's going to be awesome, because it might suck. It might suck. I'm just saying right now, from everything I have seen and everything that I have heard, I gotta tell you guys, I think we're in for something really special. I don't think we're just in for a good movie. I think we're in for something really, truly special. And I almost want to go and take like some kind of magic sleeping pill that just puts me under for 5 days, so I can just wake up and go, oh, it's time to go to see Deadpool
Ketamine.
Wolverine.
I don't want to go off tangent here. But I want to just speak on real quick about the marketing and merchandising for this film. I mean, like, if you have a movie, big or small, and you hit pop culture a little bit enough to get a fan base, you know, your level one merchandising, you're going to get a shirt at Hot Topic. You're going to get a shirt at Hot Topic, Descendants, -1, whatever. You're going to get a shirt there. Then you hit the Walmart and Target, you get shirts there, and then you get figures, and then you get what Mutant Mayhem did, you get a frozen pizza. But that's where Deadpool separates itself from all the other things. And they got a deal for frozen pizza with DiGiorno, one of the biggest pizza companies ever. And then they have Heineken, right? They got Heineken, the little commercials. They got the aviation. They got Jack in the Box. They got
the
Heinz.
Bachelorette.
They got Heinz, Heinz, and man. And then so last night, I was at home and I was like, I'm gonna watch something. I was in a crappy mood. I'll put it on Wheel of Fortune. It wasn't Wheel of Fortune. It was.
I'm dying to know what this has to do with the Deadpool trailer.
It was Press Your Luck. It was Press Your Luck, right?
All right.
But I caught the ending, and it's a preview of next week. You know, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Yeah.
The whole show next week is not going to be the whammy characters. It's going to be little Wolverines and Deadpools. No Wolvie, no Wolvie. They are going to be a part of a game show too. You mean they're all over the place? I mean, this movie is all over the place. It's crazy how much marketing and merchandising there is out there for this movie.
Oh yeah, they're pushing a lot. Wait. But let's focus though on this piece of marketing, this trailer. Right. That's what we're here to talk about, is this trailer. So I mean, again, I thought there were so many heartfelt moments, and then in a beautiful Deadpool way, it ends with all this heaviness in the trailer. It ends with pew pew pew, and then the way Wolverine says stop it, and he keeps his hand, just goes pew. So it was perfect. Like that's not just great Deadpool. That's Marvel, right? Heavy, light, mm-hmm. Heavy, light. At least when Marvel is firing on all cylinders.
And did you catch that? I just brought it up on screen, that the Deadpool scene from
Wolverine Origin.
Yeah.
Oh my God. John, you caught that was actually in the trailer. I thought that was great. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Liquid IV. You know, the Summer Olympics are here. I cannot wait for basketball, track and field. Hell, they've even got breakdancing in France this year. And with the Summer Olympics in full swing, hydration is key for athletes and fans. Liquid IV is extraordinary hydration for physical endurance, mental clarity, and overall well-being. A single stick of Liquid IV delivers better hydration than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients. One of the things I love about Liquid IV is how easy it is for me to prepare. All I have to do is tear, pour, and enjoy. In the heat of the summer, whether you're out golfing, out walking, or just sitting on the back patio, you need to stay hydrated, and that's where Liquid IV comes in clutch. Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America, and it comes in 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code Campea at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Campea at liquidiv.com. Anyway, Chris, you had a chance to see the trailer.
Ugh.
What did you think about it?
It's fantastic. It's wonderful. The original Deadpool is a romance at its heart, right? And that's what this is too. It's about this deep love for your friends and your family, and it happens to also have, Lady Deadpool and pegging jokes and tons of cocaine references. It's filled with heart, but also profanity and nasty, and that's what we're all here for. I love the wrong guy line because it works on so many levels of being this multiverse of what Wolverine's character is like, but even down to the casting of Hugh Jackman. He is the X-Man, right? He is who we associate with Marvel probably above all else, even though it's Fox, right? When we think about Marvel Comics, Wolverine is supposed to be this small, angry dude, and instead it's huge, jacked man, right?
Huge jacked man.
And he has become this character, and he originally wasn't even supposed to be him. It was supposed to be Dougray Scott. So it works on so many levels of having that line in there that this iconic role that is one of the trademarks of his entire catalog is this part where he was the wrong guy who made sense ultimately. I'm thrilled to see more of Cassandra Nova in this. I love how heartfelt that line of "I've been waiting for this team up for a long time" felt, because it also is, and I know I've said this before, it's two best friends who get to work together on something they've wanted to do for so long.
Yeah.
And you just feel that love there. Even this movie, and I don't think it will be, but even if it is just an absolute warm fart on a cold toilet seat, I am so excited. I think it's going to be so lovely. I think if they totally just crap this movie, it's still going to be beautiful.
There's also another great moment none of us have mentioned yet is when Wolverine is dialoguing and he says that line, "Scott wanted me to wear this uniform for a long time."
Storm. He goes
Storm
through him,
and just to hear him just reference Scott, I thought was really cool. Again, getting more of Cassandra, getting more of the world and all that kind of stuff. I mean, and of course throwing in that there's going to be a lot of heavy action. You know what? I'm starting to believe that there's a fundamental operating theory I had that might be wrong. I have really felt as deep and as wonderful and maybe emotional this movie could be. I've always said, I don't think it's going to have any real implications to the MCU as a whole, though. I don't think we're going to see something that shifts majorly in the MCU. I'm starting to think maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry, you've got a theory?
Well, I've got a contact.
Chris has a theory posed, so.
No, I've got a contact who has been seeing cuts of this film. And I'm going to be in Comic-Con when this comes out. And so I was saying, I'm probably not going to go see it till Saturday. And she let me know, "Oh, honey, the NDAs are NDAing. Do not be on the internet then if you were going to do this. There's a lot of things happening in this." And she is not a Marvel stan by any means. She is very objective. And I'm very interested to see how this plays into the greater Marvel universe.
Ooh.
I want so badly to say a name.
Don't.
I told you the name, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
When we cut to commercial.
Don't. That's
I
special.
want so badly to tell you a name of who I know is in the film.
You can always say it after.
All right. I'll
As soon as he cuts to, I'm just going to go back to the intro. And I go to the intro.
It's the person who's definitely appeared in this movie is. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, guys, the trailer. I thought it was absolutely spectacular. 6 days away. Cannot wait for this damn thing. I mean, obviously, we're going to be doing an out of theater reaction to this early on Thursday. And then we will have a big open spoiler discussion about it a couple of days after that. But yeah, guys, question is for you. What did you think of this new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? I think it's the best one they put out so far. And it counteracts the heavy humor that we've gotten a lot of the other ones, now with the heavy, more emotion and heart and drama. Whatever you guys thought about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.